How's everybody doing tonight? Greetings and salutations from the space coast of Florida. How's everybody doing tonight? Got a little bit of a different format here tonight. I don't know if you had a chance to read the show notes, but we're going to bid on anywhere from 3 to 5 watches at a time. Here we've got a Pulsar, a Peugeot, a Gruen, and a Forcening. So whoever wins this auction will get to pick which watch they want. And we'll wait till the room fills up here a little bit. I'll go ahead and get something pinned on here. I think we'll start this one probably. And it's going to go around and around from them. So first off, we'll start with these 4 watches, and we'll bid on those. And whoever wins, pick the watch that you want. It goes in your bag, and then we do it again with the same 3. Well, the remaining watches, and then we'll go until there are no bids, and then we'll switch that out for some other racks. Well, I've got a few loaded up over here. Got some good stuff coming. Some Tissot, some Citizen Eco drives. There's a big, gigantic diesel. You can read that thing from across the room. There's a Tag Heuer. We got some stuff back here also that may or may not make it into the show tonight. We'll see how this format goes. I've got another 3 racks set up over here also. We'll kick this back. And we got 3 people. There will be a buyer's giveaway at the end of the night. I think I'm going to go for about an hour tonight. We'll see how this works. It's the first time I've tried this pick'em auction style. So we're located down here on the space coast of Florida. We're about 20 miles as the crow flies from Cape Canaveral, and we can watch the rocket launches from our front yard. Again, for those of you just joining in, this is a little different style auction tonight. We're gonna bid on these 4 watches in front here. This Pulsar, a Peugeot, a Gruen, and a Forcening. And whoever wins the bid on these 4 watches will get to pick which one they want. Pretty simple. And there will be a buyer's appreciation giveaway tonight. It's going to be this vintage new old stock of JB Champion. A really nice Seiko-esque kind of style. And these were pretty expensive back in the day. It's a couple $100 watch. And so that's going to be at the end of the show tonight. So bear with me as I repeat myself as we get some more people into the room. Everybody hear me okay with the audio? Give me a Y in the chat if you do. I appreciate that. Got a new wireless mic that I'm trying out. That's good. Oh, thanks, Andy. So we got 4 or 5 people in the room. I think we're probably getting close to good to go. Again, for those of you just joining in, this is a little different style. We're going to be bidding on these 4 watches right here in the front to begin with. That's a Forcening automatic. You can see it ticking, skeletonized. And then we've got a Gruen day date over here, ticking away. Then this is a Peugeot, not to be confused with the French car. And this is a Pulsar day date over here. And I believe that's got the original bands. So if you need to see anything close up, if you want me to take it off the display and show you the back side or the innards of the watch band or whatever, let me know. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to sunny Central California. Yeah. Central Florida. We're about an hour's drive away from Disney World. We get a fair amount of Disney memorabilia in here. I've got a bucket full of Mickey watches. I could probably do a show just on Mickey watches alone. And we do also, we're a general retailer as far as that goes. We're doing the watches on Whatnot, but if you go to tropicaltrailtreasures.com, that'll show you our eBay catalog, which is, you name it, A to Z. We also list on Poshmark. Not too much anymore, but a little bit, mainly ladies' fashions. Okay, well, I don't want to make everybody wait who's already joined in here so kindly, and let's get this one going here for the Pulsar, the Peugeot, the Gruen, and the Forcening. We're going to start that off at $10. We're going to go with 20 seconds and a 5-second kicker. Pulsar, the Peugeot, the Gruen, and the Forcening. Again, the winner of this auction gets to pick which watch they want. No takers on that first go round. So let us go ahead and move this one back 1 row. And we bring over the next. This is, what have we got here? 5 watches. We've got a Geneva Rose Gold Chrono, Timex Expedition, a Relic, Kenny Cole, and this one it's remix. It's not remax like the Realtor. Kenny Cole, Relic, Timex Expedition, and Geneva. And we'll go ahead and we'll start that auction off at $10. And again, the winner of this auction gets to pick which watch they want. Pretty straightforward. Okay, thanks for looking at that. Put this one back up here. Galen, old Pabst cheap watch guy. Welcome. welcome. All right, let's see. We're going to kind of move these around a little bit. The idea here is we're bidding on 5 or 3 to 7 watches at a time, depending on really on their value. And the winner of each auction gets to pick which watch they want. These are some ladies' clasp watches. I want to change that to a different. Pin that one, and we're going to start this one at $3. Okay. Give me some nice costume clasp watches for the ladies. This one is a band that's right up at the lug, all blinged out. These are all clasp watches. Maybe told you that. Kind of self-evident with some of them, but maybe you're not quite sure. Let's go ahead and start it. $3. Again, the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want. Okay, thanks for looking at that. Marching on. Limited real estate here, so I've got to be a little measured in my movement. When I knock anything over, I'm sure I will. Anyway, this is going to be another $3 lot. It's an unbranded dress watch. Nice little Timex Indigo. I can't read that. Kim something, rose gold chrono. Another little Timex. And a unbranded quartz on a kind of a biker styled strap, wide strap. So let's go ahead and start that auction at $3. Timex, another Timex, $3. Biker style band strap. Okay, thanks for looking at that. Enriquez, welcome, welcome. Doing a little bit different style tonight. We're going to do auction on 4 watches, and whoever wins the bid on the 4 watches gets to pick which watch they want. This one is a Pulsar Date 8. Here's a Peugeot. Here's a Gruen Date 8 ticking away. And this one is a Forcening automatic on on a really wide strap that you can also pull it out of the wide strap and just wear it as a dress casual watch. So thanks for joining in, Elton White, BD B-Dog. B-Dog. So again, guys, this is an auction. We're bidding on 4 watches. And then the winner of that auction will get to pick which watch they want. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it rip. Pulsar, Peugeot, Maroon, and a Forcing automatic. Okay, thanks for looking at that. Some of the other watches we've got in the shop. We've got a gigantic Invicta. Got kind of a cool Fossil watch over here. It's part of their Big Tick series. It's kind of cool. They've got this surfer guy up here, and he just kind of goes on and out. You can turn that off. It takes either 2 or 3 batteries. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's the Big Tick series from Fossil. You know, don't make them anymore, that's for sure, but pretty interesting when they did. So Ramon, if you're in, this is a multi-watch auction. We're going to be bidding on a Forcing, a Gruen, a Peugeot, and a Pulsar. The winner of the auction will get to pick the watch that they want, and then we'll simply repeat it again. MKR, welcome in, welcome in. Let's get it going. Win the bid, pick the watch. Win the watch. Win the bid, pick the watch. Okay, thanks for looking at that. So the way you've got it set up is that there are about a half a dozen of these racks set up with various styles of watches. We've got some, up here we've got a Blue Angel Eco Drive, another Eco Drive, a Pressamax Swiss, and a Tissot Racer Swiss, big diesel watch, Swiss Armies. And over on the other side, some for the ladies, and blingy bracelets, rose, chronos, some tank stuff up in the back. Dan Fan, welcome on in. Get this one next. This one is a lot of 5. Got a unbranded quartz on a motorcycle jacket inspired strap. The Timex quartz Easy Reader series. Got a Kim, I believe it's Augustine, the designer rose gold 2-tone chrono. Another Timex Indigo 30-meter water resistant, and a little unbranded watch with a nice little chainmail style band on that. And we're going to start that at $3. Win the auction and pick your watch, starting at $3. Okay, thanks for looking at that. We'll put that out to the side. Gonna do a little rearranging here. Let's see. switch that. This is the next lot of 5. This consists of a Geneva rose gold bling around the ring chrono, a Timex Expedition. I think that's a 40 millimeter case. Got a little relic, a Kenneth Cole tank, and this one is a remix. Start that at $10. Whoever wins the auction gets to pick which watch they want. And then we'll just kind of rinse and repeat on that. Geneva Expedition Relic. And let's go in a remix. Okay, thanks for looking at that. I got some more banger style watches, but I haven't had a whole lot of interest so far. So I'm not so sure that anybody would be interested in spending a little bit more. We shall see. This is going to start at 25. This is a Michael Kors. This is a relic styled watch. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. It's kind of, you see there, the center wheel is the seconds, and then the two bipole hands give you the hour and minute through the 9 to 3 o'clock position. It's very clever, very clever. And I've got a 2 time zone Skagen over here, super thin, and a nice Swiss Army on I think it's the original strap, 30 meters. It's a little bit more money, but we're going to go ahead and start it up anyway. Skagen, Swiss Army, relic style, Michael Kors chrono. And over here, focus in on it. It's very difficult to see. Big watch. That's a big watch. Runny Nose 69. How you doing tonight? Basis 25. So the style of the auction here is you bid on 5 watches at a time, and the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want, and then from there we repeat. We may throw in a few single watch auctions on the way here. This is a little bit more expensive rack. Go ahead and pull this one down. The definitive big watch, the diesel. Diesel chrono. The split window at the 3. Swiss Army. Really nice Timex. I love those Roman numerals. Cool looking hands too. I like that. Another Swiss Army. Swiss military, excuse me. And an incline over here on the end. Now again, what's going to happen is we're going to bid on all 5 of these watches. The winner of the auction will get to pick which watch you want. And this one is going to start at $50. Swiss Army, giant diesel. Giant diesel. Cool watch though. A little heavy to wear on a daily basis, but on a night out it can be a lot of fun. Timex, Swiss military, and an incline, tank style. For those of you who are just dropping in, thanks for coming in. Welcome to Central Florida. What we're doing here with our auctions is bidding on the entire group. And then the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch you want. This group has got a couple of Swiss Army watches, the big diesel for only the Brave, with the split window at the 3, the dueling chevrons, Timex with the Roman numerals, date 8, nice petite Swiss military watch, and an incline tank on a leather strap. So we'll go ahead and start that at $50. Bidding on all of them to pick one. And then we rinse and repeat. I'm going to stay on for about an hour tonight and get this format up and running nice and smoothly. Thanks for looking at that. Got about half a dozen of these racks already preloaded with various watches. They're similar-ish in maybe in value. I don't want anybody to not be able to pick from watches that are comparable in value, at least according to maybe comps and solds on eBay. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I'm certainly not without fail. So you could pick up a real banger along the way that I just missed. There's no question about it. Got a few watches in the background here that haven't really made it into the mix. There's I want to say that that's for someone of Shaq's size. That Invicta has got the biggest band that I think I've ever seen. It's easily a 10, easily a 10, and it came with some extra links, so you could wear it on your ankle. Unless you're the size of Mr. O'Neill, then well, got a few watches across the back. There's some Bruins across the back, and it's interesting watch. In the champagne bezel is a Glam Rock watch, and those bezels are interchangeable. And there are lots of guys out there that 3D print those. So if you had anything in particular, they'll whip them up and print them for you. I am not one of those. Let's try this one up here again. This one is going to start at $10. The Michael Kors. This is a Xeric styled watch, where if you look very closely, you can see the second, the inner wheel marks the seconds. And then these two bipolar hands give you the minutes and hours spread across from the 3 to the 9 position. This is very clever. And the date is down at the 6. I'm a big fan of these Xeric watches. They are extremely clever. The Skagen 2 time zone watch. And back up on the job there. Swiss Army. And the Swiss Army, and this one's going to start at $10. Win the auction, pick the watch. Michael Kors, Xeric, Skagen, Swiss Army. 2, 1. Thank you. Jose Ben, 26. Welcome to Central Florida. I'm about 20 miles from Cape Canaveral. Got a big rocket launch day tomorrow. The Falcon Heavy going off and the Atlas V. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. I'm telling you, it's going to be like a bus station around here in the near future. Yeah, Blue Origin and SpaceX. SpaceX, I think, is building 3 launch towers at the same time. I think they're super heavy. Here we've got what we're doing here, just is to welcome people in and explain. We're bidding on all these watches, all 4 of these watches. Got a Pulsar, a Peugeot, a Gruen, and a Forcening automatic. The winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want. So let's get this one going for $10. Don't have too many people in the room, so I'm afraid dollar starts are out of the question. This is my 8th show in total. And it's my first show with this new format of multiple choice style auctions. I got turned on to this by a bookseller. I thought it was very intriguing. Way to give you some more choice on instead of sitting around for hours and hours on end looking for one good watch. This at least gives you a little bit more to pick from in a little bit more condensed fashion. There is a buyer's giveaway this evening after the show. Buyer's giveaway is this JB Champion from the mid 80s. Brand new, never worn. Lizard strap, is it? A crocodile strap. Glass at the 12, the 3, 6, and 9. So that's for the buyers tonight. B. Zane, welcome in. Tracy H., how you doing tonight? And the format here is a little different. That I put out 4, 5, 6, 7 watches at a time, and you bid on all of them at once. And the winner of that auction gets to pick which watch they want. And then we go again and again and again and again until I ain't got no more. So we just ran this one, so go ahead and we'll switch it out. They're basically arranged by value. I don't want anybody to get stuck with getting caught up in a bid competition and then not be able to get something that they want. So they're all reasonably similar. These are a little bit more expensive watches. So the auction does start a little higher, not too much, a few bucks. This one is a Swiss Army, the big diesel. Timex with Roman numeral and date. I like that. That's just got a classic face. A Swiss military and also an Incline tank. And this starts at 25. Texas Red, Renzo, Heidi, welcome in. Welcome to Central Florida. Little different format for you. We're bidding on 4 to 7 watches at a time, and then you get to pick which one you want when you are the winner. Like I was mentioning before, that I got turned on to this format from a bookseller. It's, the booksellers have thousands of volumes, and it's just impossible to sell them, one at a time, and it's very difficult to sell them 50 at a time also. So this is kind of an in-between setup where you're going to bid on 3 to 7 watches at a time. I haven't quite come up with a magic number yet. These are some ladies' clasp watches. These are going to start at $1. Let me change this out. $2, excuse me. We've got a couple of blingies here. They're all cuff watches, ladies, bedazzled, etc. What you're doing is bidding on all 5 of these, and when you win the bid, you get to pick the one you want. So we'll start it at $2. Ladies' cuff watches, bejeweled, bedazzled, gold, gold, gold. And the poor tank in the corner. Oh. So these are all separated out. Ladies, men's, mid-value, high value, etc. Probably start doing them by brand. I've got lots and lots and lots of just about every brand. So we could do a Timex night, Gruen night, Benrus night. This one is comprised of a Geneva, Timex Expedition, a Relic, a Kenneth Cole, and a Remix. And that's going to be $10. Switch this over. Is in it. And start it. 20 seconds on the clock. Geneva, Timex Expedition, the Relic, Kenny Cole. That's the one that you might want. And the remix. Do appreciate everybody dropping in. We're in Central Florida here, about 20 miles from Cape Canaveral and about an hour's drive from Mickey's house. Bidding on all 5. The winner takes which one he wants. The Real, Brighton Burn, Trevor, Eli, thanks for dropping in. Do appreciate it so much. RL, welcome in, welcome in. Doing things a little different this evening. We've got 5 watches on display. You're bidding on all 5, and whoever wins the bid will get to pick which watch they want. So we'll go ahead and start that right up. Timex Expedition, Relic, Kenny Cole Tank, the remix, and this one is a Geneva Rose Gold Chrono. Bling around the ring. Thanks for looking at those. Got lots of racks over here, switching them in and out. This one is comprised of a Pulsar, a Peugeot, a Grune Day Date, and a Forcening automatic on a really wide leather band. $10. And when you win the auction, you get to pick which watch you want. Very straightforward. Gives a little bit more selection at a time instead of bidding on a bulk of watches. You don't want to do that either, and maybe you don't have time to sit around all night in a show and watch them individually. It's kind of a combination. Mustang, welcome in. A new group of watches up here for you. It's a little different style here tonight. We've got groups of watches. Michael Kors. It's a Xeric style watch, a Skagen dual time zone watch, and a Swiss Army watch. Now, what we do is you bid on all of them, and the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want. This one starts right now, $10. Nice big heavy tank. A lot of lume on that one. Man, let me tell you. The Xeric style, these are cool. I'm a big fan of them. These are avant-garde kind of styles. Different ways to display instead of just the good old round and round and round 1 to 12. They really think outside the box. They've got several very, very unique watches. Okay, thanks for checking those out. We got plenty more, plenty more, plenty more. So we're going to the top of the hour tonight with the new style of auctions. And we usually anywhere from 3 to 7 watches at a time. And you bid on all of them at once. And the winner gets to pick which watch they want. Michael Kors Chrono. Click. It's kind of hard to read in there. A lot of loom on that one. I sure hope it's not radium. I don't think it is. I don't think it's that old. These Xeric style watches, I don't know if anybody's seen these before. These are pretty hip. You can see the seconds going around on the center dial, and then you see the two bipolar hands that work from the 9 to the 3 position. So you can see this is Eastern Standard Time. So we're just about at 8:45, a little pat, maybe 8:46. Very, very clever. Big fan. Big fan of these. They make some groovy watches that are got this tri style of rolling numbers. I can't even describe it. So what we're doing here tonight is that we're bidding on all of these watches at the same time. And then the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch you want. Maybe there's a sleeper in there. Maybe it's the Skagen dual time zone. Maybe it's a Swiss Army, Michael Kors, or the Clique. You can pick it up for $10 starting now. Nice shells. Garth. Marwan. How's everybody doing tonight? Winner pick 'em. Kind of like a Texas Hold'em, maybe? No, okay. No, it's not anything like that. Thanks for looking at those. Do appreciate everybody coming in on a Sunday night. I know you've got other things to do with your time. This grouping is comprised of a Pulsar over here on the end, day date Pulsar, a Peugeot, a Grune day date taken away there, probably the same way it's been doing for 40 years, and a Forcening automatic on a wide style leather strap that's removable. You can pull the what is it, 20 millimeter strap out of the thicker strap and wear it as just a regular. And that's going to start at $10. Winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want. Skeletonized automatic, day date Grune, little mini watch, Peugeot, or a Pulsar. Winner picks. Thanks for looking. And a couple more racks we'll go through. Way up here, I'm gonna go a little judiciously and knock something over. I'm sure everybody knows that this is a small format. This one is comprised of a Geneva rose gold chrono, the stones around the rim, Timex Expedition with the date at 3, Relic, dated 3. It's a runner. Ken Cole, nice tank with the date at the 6. And one that we're not too familiar with over here is the Remix. Not Remax, the Realtor. And then we're going to start that at 10 bucks. 2 gallons of gasoline. Maybe that's not a good analogy. Piss everybody off. Mustang Steven, welcome. Josh. Got going here is auctions on anywhere from 3 to 7 watches at a time. And the winner of the auction gets to pick which watch they want. So maybe you can get a sleeper. Maybe you can get that Expedition there for 10 bucks. That's a heck of a deal. Got lots of watches already kind of grouped together on little display racks. So we're just going to switch them out. Got some heavier hitters in the background there. Some more expensive stuff. And we've got some ladies stuff over here, some clasp watches, and a little bit more fashion-oriented stuff. Now, this is the first time that I've run this style of auction with watches. I got this idea from a bookseller. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. And pull this one out. And we'll put this one in, just like that. I'm coming to you from the Space Coast of Florida, about 20 miles from Cape Canaveral. Got a big launch cadence tomorrow. Falcon Heavy going up and an Atlas V. A quartz watch over here, biker styled leather band with some buckles on either end. Timex Easy Reader series with an original band. Kim Ashworth, two-tone chrono. Another Timex Indiglo, 30-meter water resistance. Also with the big numbers at Easy Reader. And an unbranded watch with a very chainmail-like strap on it. And we're going to start that at 10 bucks. Timex's biker strap style. And chainmail band. And thanks for looking. We're going to go to the top of the hour. There is a buyer giveaway at the end of the show with the JB Champion. Nice dress, and it's kind of a unisex. It's about a 30 millimeter, maybe a 32. Got a little diamond at the, well, glass at the 12, 3, 6, and 9. Crocodile strap. Never worn. Still got the plastic. Back in the day, these would sell at the mall for a couple $100. Any purchase? Any purchase at all? Any purchase? Oh, why don't we give this one a try? This one is comprised of Swiss Army, a gigantic diesel. It's a 50 millimeter chrono. Timex with the Roman numeral, date at the 3. Cool hands on that one too. I like that. It's just a shade off from the face. We've got a very elegant, like a fountain pen kind of termination on the hands. Swiss military date with the pink Swiss cross. See that too often, like never. And also an Ant Klein down here on the end. And that's going to go for $25 to start, and there we go. In the Swiss Army, big diesel, Timex, Swiss military, and an incline. Winter picks. Okay, well, thanks for looking. So I do appreciate everybody coming in and checking out this different style of auctioning. I think it has a potential to be a time saver for y'all, and also a good way to maybe get a banger or two. You know, there are I know everybody is always attracted to the dollar starts. And sometimes that's a good way to get a good deal. But if you had watches like these, which one would you say is the most valuable? This is a Tissot from their racing collection. This is a Citizen's Eco Drive, and this is another Citizen Eco Drive. But this one is a Blue Angel. So you can see that if you started something like this at $25, you might just get yourself a heck of a good deal. So I hope that you'll bookmark the next shows. And we're doing this format also with uh, compact discs and also vinyl records and books. So I do appreciate everybody dropping in. And with that, I'll wish you a good evening.